morning. The most hostile territory known to the ADHD brain. Her objective is deceptively simple: to leave the house on time. This is no ordinary migration. Her journey will be perilous, fraught with hidden threats and sudden diversions. Success will depend entirely on her ability to detect her derailers before it is too late. The first derailer appears. It seems innocuous at first glance, but this is no mere message. It is a siren song, and the dopamine-seeking ADHD brain is particularly vulnerable. Once lured in, she is cocooned in a dense web of urgency, novelty, and instant gratification. Escape is uncertain. Delay is inevitable. She forages diligently for dopamine, but what she truly requires is breakfast. Her mate represents safety, comfort, and a perpetual threat to her chances of leaving on time. Of the same species, he attempts to bond by sharing the spoils of his morning dopamine hunt. Moments later, she finds herself in a different room entirely. What, one wonders, did she come here for? The ADHD brain's habitat is rich, positively teeming with tasks. A sink full of dishes, a pile of laundry on the base of the stairs, a plant in need of potting, a lone sock. But which tasks will her brain prioritize? Not the ones that will get her out the door, simply the ones she sees and feels like doing. These derailers are dangerous not because of how long they take, but because left unchecked, they will take all the time there is. To the casual observer, this appears to be productivity, but on closer inspection, we see what it truly is: productive procrastination. Behavior she also recognizes in her young, anytime it's time to put on shoes. Thankfully, there's the new Skylight Calendar 2, a luminous display mounted prominently within the habitat that gently guides the distractible mind toward its most essential tasks. And like a moth to flame, she is drawn to the glowing screen. Here, she is reminded what her day looks like, what her morning routine is supposed to be, and which chores actually require her attention. To support focus, she can also choose exactly which tasks appear on the display. Using the Skylight app, she can add rewards she can then purchase with the stars she earns from completing chores. These features are designed for children, helping them develop and sustain independence. And in a year or two, her young will likely use it herself. But for now, it works beautifully for the adult. And if she is successful in her ambitions, this weekend, froyo. In the meantime, she models this adaptive behavior for her young, while allowing her to test the remarkable durability of the device. Do not be alarmed, this is entirely by design. The Skylight Calendar 2 features removable magnetic snap frames, available in a variety of colors and materials, allowing it to blend seamlessly into its environment. If you would like to introduce one into your own habitat, you can save $30 on either the 15-inch calendar or the 27-inch calendar max using the code HOWTO30. Interpersonal derailment requires no intimacy whatsoever. Thanks to modern technology, She may now be derailed by anyone, anywhere, at any time. This is especially dangerous if the stranger happens to be wrong. Despite removing herself from online combat, an internal battle remains. Due to the intensity of the emotion and the particular individual's tendency toward rumination, the ADHD mind remains fully hijacked, unable to move on, sometimes for hours. Unlike other threats, time blindness cannot be seen until it is too late, literally. As she becomes aware that she is now running late, the most insidious derailer emerges. One-More-Thing-Itis. She is still being pulled from her objective, only now at speed. For the frantic ADHD brain, movement feels like progress. But it is not the same thing. Still, her frantic foraging is not without reward, for she is reunited with a forgotten possession. The costs of derailment are many. To her intentions, to her punctuality, to her stress levels, to her health, and perhaps most painfully, to her self-respect. Over time, the species adapts. She develops survival strategies, launch pads by the door that house all the supplies she actually needs to bring. She introduces timers, which she ignores, then pairs with app blockers. She designs systems that assume failure, because that assumption is accurate. She learns to communicate her objective to others of her species, allowing for mutual support rather than accidental sabotage. She uses calming tools to help her return to her emotional baseline. She incentivizes timeliness with a coffee reward available only upon successful arrival. Though the morning is unforgiving, the ADHD brain endures. Not by conquering nature, but by working with it. Thank you to our brain advocates and all our Patreon brains. This programming was made possible by viewers like you. If you'd like to donate, you can join us at patreon.com/howtoadhd. Bye, brains!